Okay, my hair needs done. I had to cancel my appointment yesterday because of work, but my hair needs a blowout for tomorrow's wedding, and I need some makeup. I need to find someone. Let's see. Let me try this, guys. Hi, yes. I was wondering if you had an available spot open for a hair blowout and some makeup. Yeah, my hair needs done. I have a wedding tomorrow. Yeah, can you please check? Thank you. Oh, you don't have one? Till 2 weeks? Yeah, that won't work, but I appreciate your time. Thank you. Isn't there someone that can come do my hair at my house and makeup where I can just look them up right now? See if they're available? Wait, I know. That web application. Sundara Now. Yeah, why didn't I think about that? Oh my gosh, yeah. Let's do this.
Man, I have all these bills. God, what am I going to do now that the salon shut down? How am I going to get business? Oh, wait a minute. I just got a request for an appointment on this app called Sundara Now. It's right around the corner. I'm going to hit accept and go right now.
Have you ever had that frustrating experience where you need to get your hair done or your nails done and you call around and it takes 2 weeks? This won't work, especially if you have a big event that you have to go to and look really professional and fantastic. Well, Sundara Now solves this problem. Hi, I'm Heather Zimmer, CEO of Sundara Now. I'd like to introduce my executive leadership team.
Hi, I'm George Aguirre. I'm the Chief Operations Officer.
And I'm Martha Herrera, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer.
Thank you. The video showed consumers needing to find professional care providers and professional care providers needing to find a way how to increase their revenue. The Sundara Now application will provide the front end and the back end ability to connect consumers with personal care providers on demand and at any location. In order to disrupt this industry, we're asking for $1.5 million in exchange for 10% equity in Sundara Now. Sundara Now will revolutionize how PCPs and their customers get connected and will transact high-valued services in a flexible, reliable, transparent, safe way. Sundara Now is in the initial stages of development. The full application will be developed in the year 2021 with an expected launch in January of 2022. From an industry growth rates and trend perspective, the industry revenue is at $39.7 billion and is expected to increase 5.3% in the next 5 years. Sundara Now's long-term goal is to become the market leader in the beauty service online booking industry and lead the path to how PCPs and their customers get connected.
Thank you, Heather. So now we're going to go into the target market. So as Heather has stated, the market itself is a $39.7 billion industry. Now, this number does not include other personal care providers, as in masseuses and other similar industries like that. Now, when we talk about our target market, the age demographic that we will be targeting is from the ages of 20 to 64. Now, that age demographic covers the majority of the U.S. population. Along with this, about 80% of these individuals currently have smartphones that they utilize, which this application will focus on. They are also the main age demographic that has the most disposable income. A few of the examples that we have on here are two fairly young individuals who are in their 20s, both of which are looking for quick methods to do their hair, nails, and so forth. Along with that, we have two personal care providers that own their own businesses, which we will target. From there, we're looking at what is our competition. So we did a in-depth competition analysis. We have found that there's about 90 applications that currently exist in the market today. Of those 90, though, none offer a real-time availability, which is what Sundara Now will have. We did look at the 4 industry standards that are there: Vagaro, Bookio, and StyleSeat. They are of the top within their market. Again, when we did our competition analysis, they are very similar, but they don't offer that real-time availability which Sendura Now will offer. As we look at a global perspective, we did find that there is an existing application that's out there, but it only offers scheduling and doesn't really offer much of the marketing and, again, real-time availability, which we will target. Now, one of the key things that we will need to focus on is the barrier to entry. This industry actually has a very low barrier to entry because it is an application-based industry. Anyone nowadays can develop an application. So we will have to be very much aware of our competition as they present themselves. As I discussed, we did do some strategy and risk analysis. From an industry perspective, again, we did see that there is competition out there. We do see that from a market risk perspective, it is a fairly low market risk, mainly because there's already a proven application out there that exists. Many applications actually that exist, except for, again, the real-time availability. From a competitive risk, we do see that being as a medium. Because there are a large number of applications existing, we will have to be very competitive in the market. And from a technology risk is actually fairly low. We can hire a third party, or we can also hire somebody within our 4 walls to do the application that we need. From a risk analysis, we did do multiple risk analysis around execution and capitalization. From an execution perspective, we feel that the plan that we have in place, it is a medium risk, mainly because the 3 individuals that you see on this presentation right now have limited skill set around the actual industry, but we all bring forth a strong suit of skills around operations, finance, and sales. So we feel that that is not as big as a risk as we thought. From a capitalization risk, we also categorize that as medium. And again, because the fact that there are other companies out there that do exist, competition, and they can easily transition to do a very similar market that we can. From our strengths, again, one of our key strengths that we will bring forth is the real-time availability, which no other application offers today. Along with that, we did find that most of the applications out there do not offer a loyalty program to the individuals that are utilizing them. So that will be another strength for our company. And lastly, flexible locations. As was demonstrated in the video that you saw at the beginning, you saw that we will offer the app where people can go, where PCPs can go to the individual's homes or other locations where they choose to go.
Sendura Now's marketing strategy will focus on 50% of online sales and 50% in-person communication. The online services will include multiple social media channels, search engine optimization, and industry trade shows. Additionally, the unique aspects of our loyalty program and dual rating system will drive adoption.
Sendura Now will be headquartered in Seattle with the executive leadership team, Salesforce, and IT support. There will also be a second location located in Tri-Cities, Washington, in the city Pasco, Washington. We'll also have workforce that will be virtual to reduce the size of the footprint, and we will not have a brick and mortar within the first year. And as time goes on, we may look at that and change that. Every employee will have a workstation, computer, and so forth to do their day-to-day job duties. Production plan information technology. Sendura Now will have a digital technology that will transform on-demand personal care services. It will have an agile software development lean method. It will have perpetual customer feedback for customer-centric product iterations, such as adding new features or new technology. It will be designed to provide flexibility, will be written in JavaScript. The real time will be built on Node.js and Redis. Twilio will provide text messages and push notifications through Apple services. There will be 2 versions, one for the PCP and one for the consumer. Each employee will be assigned a set of PCPs to manage on a day-to-day basis. And again, like I stated, we will have a lean business model as we will have no large infrastructural investment. The executive team will review on a monthly basis and pivot if necessary wherever we see fit. In continuing with our operations and technology plan, labor requirements, George will touch base on that in the next slide here. Our contractors are basically our PCPs, and they're considered self-employed, and they're not entitled to any employee legal protection. Our quality control in-house techs will manage and monitor inputs from customers and PCPs and initiate changes to resolve issues within 24 hours. Our research and development will continuously be monitored from inputs received from PCPs and consumers, and if warranted, an R&D team will be put in place to find solutions if we can't figure out with our existing team. We have hired on a CTO, and he has extensive knowledge in engineering and has a sight of the future like no other. Our contingency plan focuses on minimizing the platform's potential risk of not operating efficiently and effectively. We'll work close with cloud services to respond to elastic demand when issues present. PCPs are self-employed, and we will need to put some kind of protective measure to protect them from any legal actions that may come forward.
For our management and organization, as we've identified earlier, we have Heather Zimmer as our CEO, myself as our Chief Operations Officer, and Marta Herrera as our CFO. As Marta has stated earlier, we have found a CIO, CTO that will be joining our group. Along with that, we will have a sales director and a marketing communications director that will also join us. We will be having a board of directors that will help with the guidance of the company. Along with that, our contractors will be our personal care providers, as they will not be direct labor to us. And we will hire very specific number of individuals from a customer support and also technology support individuals that will work with us. From there, we're going to go into our corporate social responsibility. The plan that we have is that we will ensure to have a strong CSR policy for our employees that will put their needs first. We will make sure that we honor the equal opportunity policies from an employment perspective, leave of absence policies, workplace safety, which is key for all of us, ethics, and so forth. From a giving back perspective, one of the ideas that we have put in place will be that we will help to establish career fairs for individuals that are going into the market and looking for jobs. That will be twofold. That'll help us in finding new PCPs and also helping build the industry. Along with that, we plan to establish a scholarship fund for individuals that would like to go into personal care provider services, in which we can help support that going forward.
So DuraNow's exit strategy will be focused on taking the company public. The key milestones to achieve the exit strategy begin with having a minimal viable product by June, PCP readiness kits to foster adoption, attending trade shows, and obtaining funding. This will enable a full launch in January 2022.
Our financial forecast. So from June 2021 to December of 21, we'll be developing the application and have different phases of the rollout of the application, like a soft rollout and so forth. Sales will begin January 22. In our first year, we'll be growing up to 872,000 in our first year, and each year grow in the millions. Our sales will be primarily PCPs memberships, and that could be on a month-to-month basis of $35, $29.99 on a monthly basis, or $324 on an annual basis. Along with that, we'll have the transaction fee revenue of 10% from consumers. Our net profit will be in the fourth quarter, as you can see by the graph, in our first year. And going forward each year, we will have a net profit. Our expenses will not have any rental or lease type, as we will not have a brick and mortar in our initial first and second year. We will have no inventory. Possibly in the second year, we may have inventory, as we will be offering personalized products such as shampoo, conditioner, etc. Our cash flow will not see positive until fourth quarter of the first year. Investors will see their 1.5 million return by end of 2023. That is 2.5 years. So again, our financial funding, we are asking for $1.5 million from investors. With that, we will use for office setups, computers and laptops, application development, salaries and wages, and marketing. So again, we are asking for 1.5 million for 10% owner equity in our corporation. That is an amazing opportunity that you can grab right now. Imagine 2.5 years return on investment. What an investment for just $1.5 million. Are you ready to jump in with us and disrupt the market? Get on, let's go. Sendura Now is ready.